Hey everybody, it's Liz with Liz Art Finds. Today we have an amazing haul video. I had the best day yesterday. I found some really cool stuff that I can't wait to share with you. Not like, hundreds of thousands of dollars or anything, but like consistent good stuff and a couple of things I'm really excited about. Can't wait to share. Before I get to that, I want to talk about eBay and what sold and some things that I did this past week to make more things sell. So I finally sat down last weekend and went through and sent out offers to people who had been, watching things, liking things, whatever the thing is. Any place where I was able to send out offers, I sent out offers, and that helped a lot. And I also started listing more consistently-ish. So I think I put up, I don't know, 3 or 4 things a day, and then 2 things, then 1 thing, but I've been trying to get things up every day. That helps a lot. So it helps with the algorithm, everything helps, right? And then of course, when people order, I try to get things out, and which I've been doing pretty consistently, like within 24 hours, things are shipped. Anyway, I sold 9 things on eBay this week, which is great for me. So let's show you what sold. First up, Father John Misty t-shirt. It's tie-dye, it's got a graphic on it. I paid $4.99 for it. It sold for $29.50. That's been up for a while, so I probably listed it like a year ago or something. The Mayan mask, this one like sits on a table or desk or also hangs on the wall. I paid $3.99 for it. It sold for $22. I sold the little slag glass toothpick holder thing. I had paid $2.99 for it. It sold for $9. I finally sold this acrylic purse thing that I bought. I don't know what got into me and why I bought that. I paid $5.99 for it. It sold for $11.11. Oh my gosh, massive rainstorm all of a sudden just started. So if you hear weird things, that's what's going on. Hopefully my power will stay on. Grumpy mug, I actually just listed this like in the past few weeks. I paid $2.99 for it. It sold for $12. The bongo drums, I bought them I think last year. I only listed them fairly recently. Paid $3.99 for them. They sold for $11. My nemesis, this giant Hug Fun bear. So we're going to talk a little bit about this because I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made. I paid $14.99 for him way back and was very excited at the time because the solds were 89-ish. What I didn't realize is those solds were 89-ish with free shipping. The shipping on this mega giant bear, which weighed 13 pounds and 2 ounces when it was in a box, was crazy high. So it was scaring people away. So I kept dropping the price. I made offers and accepted an offer that was gonna lose me money. So what I ended up having to do is I had to offer a whole bunch of different shipping options because the person that eventually bought it, I think, is on the West Coast. And so originally the shipping was showing as like 50 something for them, and I used like FedEx home delivery. They were able to choose that, and they only had to pay $28 for shipping. All that said, their total, like, they didn't want to spend a penny over $50 including shipping. So, and they had tax that they had to pay and yada yada. So anyway, they paid me $16.14 for this bear that I paid $14.99 for, and of course I had fees and stuff on it. I lost $5.51 on this bear, and he sat in my garage in a big box for a long time. So, caution note, do not buy big giant things that will cost more to ship than it's worth. So also, I guess the other caution note is pay attention to the solds. Yes, it was 80 something sold, but it was 80 something sold with free shipping. So that ended up still only being like $18 or $20 sold. So that should have been a no for pickup, and I missed that. So lesson learned, I will not do that again. All right, back to what sold. The Geode t-shirt, women's t-shirt. I love this thing. $4.99 I paid for it. It sold for $15.99. And then I just finally listed this Fujikara, vase. It's a vase. It's a big vase. It was beautiful. And I paid $7.49 for it when I bought it, and it sold for $27. So in all, I typed this all up together. My total sales for the week were $153.74. My cost of goods was $52.41 into what sold. And so my profit, the net, I guess if you subtract the two, and there was a net in here that I wrote down. It doesn't matter. My profit on everything was $78.43. That's after I take out the cost of goods and after I take out all my other stuff. So it was like 2.5x what I paid. And I think a lot of that is because of the mistake with the bear. So lesson learned, and we move on. So I'm excited to show you everything today, because like, oh my gosh. So we're going to start with what I found earlier in the week. I was struggling this week at first, and every place I was going, I was finding either nothing or just like one or two things. So it's a little slow going at the beginning, but I found this really cute cat trinket dish, and it's imprinted with like alligators and other animals. And I'm just seeing now that I'm putting this here that it also has words on it. Oh, it says meow. Ta, cute. It says meow. And I guess there's some, maybe, you know what? They're not alligators. They're all cats in different positions. They look like alligators, but I think they're all supposed to be different cats. So anyway, it is signed, but I cannot figure out what that says. And everything that I thought it said, I've looked up and haven't been able to find. And Google Lens is not bringing up the artist. So I don't know who made this. I spent $1.99 for it. I think it's probably worth $8 to $12. And this would go on knickknacks in my cat show. So then I also picked up this little trinket box, which in hindsight, I probably should have left in the store. I thought it was really cute. It was metal and it had a lid and it has butterflies and it has jewels and it's really cute. The issue with it is it's lopsided. I don't know if you can see that. It's like one side is higher than the others and the lid is just regular. And so when you put the lid on it, it's crooked. So, I mean, I guess on the positive side, if you have it sitting on a flat surface, it tilts up a little bit and you can see the butterflies, but I'm not sure. It has a sticker, so it's modern, but the US price on it was $24.99, which is why I picked it up. For $2.99, I figured I could probably sell it for $12. Now that I didn't realize it was crooked because it was all taped together. So now I'm thinking 8 to 12, maybe 6 to 8. I don't know. I'm not really sure what this will go for, but this will probably also go in one of my knickknack shows because I think it's the kind of thing that someone would want to see live in order to purchase that. Okay, so then I went out another day and I found two things at the next place. The first thing was this really cute terracotta tile with a rooster, and the thing that sold me on it was it said made in Italy on the back. So I paid 99 cents for him, so that was a bit of a no-brainer for me. I think it's an $8 to $12 piece. Also probably knickknacks because I will be doing a bird show sometime this spring and it's a bird. So I think that's what will happen with that. The other piece I found, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. I picked this up because it was really pretty. It's a hand-painted box made in Mexico, and it's got birds on it, and flowers, and butterflies. I just thought it was really well done. Oops, I see a little spot there. Okay, it's not signed. Now, there were some that I saw online that had like a piece of paper with them that explained the craft. So this one does not have that paper, but it's in really good condition considering it's probably newer. There's no tarnish on the hinges or anything. There's not a lot of damage anywhere. There's that one little ding to the paint right there. So anyway, I paid $1.99 for this box. And they're selling new similars right now between 40 and 53. One used similar one sold for $44.99 in 2022, but that one was signed and this one is not. So unsigned ones, one sold for 15, one sold for 18, but then there was one that sold for 46. So it's kind of all over the place. I'm not sure on this one. I may start it high over on eBay and see what happens with it. But it's just a really pretty piece, and I think it's worth more than $1.99, so I picked it up. All right, so then same day, went over to Savers, and again, only found two things. This one I really liked. It's a really cool satin glass vase, and I was very happy to find, once I took the sticker off, that there was actually a sticker here. And from some research online, that enabled me to figure out where this came from. So this was made in West Germany in the 1960s-ish. It's satin glass. The company is Alfred Taube, T-A-U-B-E. It might have been a little bit later. I'm not 100% sure. The one listed right now on eBay is listed at $20, so I think 12 to 18 on this guy. But it's really a fun color, it's a fun design, and it is West German glass. And I paid $2.62 for it, so, we'll see if I can get 18 or more for it. It's just a pretty piece, and I think I'm gonna hold this for my glass show. The next glass show, I can't remember if it's April. There's going to be a high-end glass show, and it just depends what else I have. I'm going to put my most high-end glass in there, and we'll keep a few other pieces reserved and have around just in case. So I'm going to hold that. I won't be listing it until then. Next piece I found there. This is so cool. So this is an Ethiopian, let's see if I can say this right, Gambella canoe bread basket. Okay. So it's a traditional style, traditional piece made in Ethiopia by the Anuak people in the Gambella region of Ethiopia. I paid $4.12 for this. The solds on these are in the 25 to 45 range. It's got a nice little hook to hang it, and then it can be used as a basket. Just a really, really pretty piece, very well done. It really stuck out. It was with all the other baskets, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that before. What's that? So I picked it up. So that was fun. Then on Valentine's Day, I took myself thrifting for a little bit. And again, it was just a couple things everywhere I went. So I found a Mexican glass margarita Mexican margarita glass. Anyway, it still has a sticker, Crate and Barrel, which was cool. So I looked it up, Crate and Barrel, Fiesta, it's called the Fiesta Margarita dish. Uh-oh, power just blinked. Hopefully it stays on, y'all, otherwise I'll be re-recording. So anyway, Crate and Barrel margarita glass, I can't talk today, margarita glass, confetti rim, 6 to 12. Most people that are selling them in pairs or greater. There are individual listings around the $7.99, $8.99 area. The solds, it comes out to around between 6 and 8 per glass. Some more, but I think that's a reasonable amount. And I paid 99 cents for it. So it was, it's pretty. I love the Mexican glass stuff, so I picked it up. And like I said, it was pretty slim pickings, so I was trying to find a few things to show you guys. All right, then we'll do the other one first. I found this Tupperware container. And what was striking to me was that it was pretty much brand new. There's no scratches, there's no signs of use. It may be a new design. I don't know if it's a US design. A lot of the listings that I found were Spanish, so I don't know. I really truly do not know. It's pineapple. It's from their fruit series. They had canisters that had different fruits on them, and I think this is like the middle size. Let me just see what I wrote here. I just wrote Tupperware pineapple container, so I didn't write much. There's one listed now on eBay for $20, and it has oranges on it, and I think it's a little bit smaller. I would say 12 to 18 plus on these. I may start it at 24 and take offers. This is an eBay item. And we'll see what happens. I'll probably get this listed within the next week or so if you're interested in it. I'm gonna try harder to list things from the past week so that when I share them, you'll be able to buy them. Either they'll already be up or I'll be able to tell you that they will be up. I'm going to get better at that. By the end of middle of this year, I was going to say by the end of the spring, we should be running like a well-oiled machine. But here we go. Anyway, so then I picked up a painting. And I picked this up because I thought, oh God, my lights. I thought it was cool. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's very windy and very weird weather right now. So this is an owl. Here you can see it. Owl on cherry blossom branches something. It's a wood block cut. Wood block print. There you go. Wood block print. Oh, geez. I'm going to go, oh, every time the lights blink. Okay, so the artist on that is Ichi Kotozuka, and it's signed, and the prices are all over the place. So one sold for like $375, but it was in excellent condition, and it had like on the back the original gallery information that talked about the artist and a whole bunch of other things, talked about the woodcut technique and blah, blah, blah. There was one that sold for $145. Oh my gosh, I feel like I should just shut the light off. $145, and that one had a gold leaf frame, so that's why that price was so high. Everything else out there is in the 40 to 65 range. Some of them are even in the 20 something range, but those are usually just the print without a frame, or like in the kind of frame you just get at the like Michael's or something. The ones that are professionally framed are in the 45 to 60 range. And I did pay $9.99 for it. I'm hoping it sells pretty quickly. I need to get boxes for some of my art. I don't have the right box to get that listed quite yet. But once I have some good boxes for art, I will be listing all of my art. Okay, then I went to one more place that day. I found three things. I found this cute little pressed flower sun catcher thing. It's got beveled glass. It's kind of nice. It's a really nice piece of glass, actually. And, you know, it's leaded. Yeah. I'm sorry, now there's sirens everywhere. Something weird is going on out there. Okay, so I paid 99 cents for that. It's worth about 6 to 12. I'm not sure where that's going yet. I'm thinking a floral show, the next floral show I do over on Knickknacks, whenever that is, because we just did one. So we'll save that for that. I found these awesome brass stocking holders, brass and cast iron, with Santas on them. So I just thought they were adorable. For the price, it was like $4.99 for the pair. I think this set should sell around $24. A lot of the solds of brass and iron and plain brass are selling around there. Some are more. I didn't see anything just like these two, so maybe more. Not sure if I'm going to list now or if I'm going to wait till closer to Christmas, but I keep hearing that Christmas sells year-round, so I may try to get them up soon. And then the last thing I found there, I think, no, there's one more thing. I found a Mexico leather belt. Now this one, it's got a really fun, I'm sure this is silver plate, but yeah, So it's printed on here, top grain leather, hand tooled, made in Mexico. So this is by a company, I think. It's not like a single artist, but it's just really beautiful work. And the belt is in excellent condition. It does not appear to have been worn. So these belts in these conditions, because like you'd see it here if it was worn, and I don't think it has been. So maybe it was somebody's holiday gift and they just donated it. I'm not sure. So anyway, I think they sell around 37. Let me just look real quick. I paid $6.99 for it. Yeah, the new ones are selling 36 to 42, pre-owned 15 to 18, but I really think this is new. Other than the fact that there's some age, you can see a little bit of discoloration on the metal here, just from being exposed to the air. So anyway, there's that. And then the last thing I found, I've got to figure out, oh no, actually this was at the next place. Well, there you go. So those were all the things until yesterday. Then I went to Unique yesterday. I hadn't been in probably 2 weeks. And I must have gone at just the right time. I'm not sure what happened, but I got a lot of good stuff. Like things that I think are good stuff for good prices. So I had a 20% off coupon that I used yesterday, and we'll just go through it. So I found, in no particular order, I found this fused glass plate. You know me with my fused glass. So this one is really interesting. There's no artist mark on it at all, okay? None. When I do Google Lens, what comes up is a company in Greece. And it's fascinating to me that they were able to look at this and go, oh yeah, there's this company in Greece that does stuff that kind of sort of looks like that a little bit. I don't know if that's where it came from or if it was just, a local artist, but if it is the Greek one, the artist company name is called Anactasia, something like that. All right, let's see. I don't know what is going on, y'all. Sorry if you're hearing weird noises. There's weirdness happening around me. Anactasia glass from Greece. So the ones that are online, they had a sticker that said Anactasia glass, Greece, whatever. So I've seen what that sticker looks like, and that would explain, if this is that, why this piece is not signed, because it would have had a sticker and it no longer has a sticker. It's really cool. It's just a really pretty fused glass plate. So I paid $3.19 for it. The price on these online, if it's what I think it is $25 to $45 on the solds. So yeah, it's a really nice quality. It's heavy. It's a good piece of glass. And I was very excited to find it for $3.19. So that was the first piece of glass I found. Then I found this little turquoise glass plate. Now this is not much of anything, right? If you have a little form, like when I did fused glass classes and stuff back in the day, there were these forms that were made out of like plaster of Paris or ceramic, or I don't know what they were made out of, but something. And you would put your glass over the form and then fire it in the kiln, and it would slump into take the shape of your mold. So this is very simple. It's got rounded edges, so that is not as simple. You have to actually cut that and then smooth that, and after it comes out of the kiln, it's actually really smooth, really well done. But anyway, no signature, no nothing. I know nothing about this piece. Zero. It's thinner glass than the other one. It is like a single sheet of glass. And I paid $1.59 for it. It is worth more than $1.59, even if it's worth only $6. I would say 6 to 12 on this piece, especially if I run it as an auction. It may start at 6 and maybe sell there, maybe go up more. I'm not sure. Really cool trinket dish, like if you want to put your earrings there, you know, your bracelet, earrings, necklace next to your bed. You can use it as a key drop. You could use it for anything really. So I thought that was really fun for $1.59. I will see. I'm probably going to try to run it over on Knickknacks at some point, and if it doesn't sell there, then I will probably list it on eBay. All right, so then I found, I'm saving all my best for last, okay? So then I found this cute little pitcher with these sandpipers on it. Just adorable. The company on this one, the signature says Sanibel 1998, so it's vintage. It actually has a shell here. It's really cool. So it's like a little like cream pitcher. You could use it as a vase. It's just so cute with the little birds. So I paid $2.39 for that. One sold a little bit bigger, but one sold from this company for $39.99. So more recently, they're not as high. So the sets of the sugar and the creamer together are selling around $25 to $29. So if you cut that in half, that puts this guy between $12 and $18. So I think $12 to $15 even. You know, that's probably reasonable. The fact that he has birds on it, if someone collects bird-themed things, they may enjoy that. And this one I'm going to save for my bird show whenever I do it this spring on Knickknacks. So that's that. Then, let's see, which one do we want to do next? Okay, we're going to go back to this. Saving the best for last. So this is a little trinket dish that says Laugh. This is actually Department 56. Okay. The artist is Sandra Magsamen? I don't know. Anywho, really cute. The one that said Joy on it just sold on eBay for $15.99. So I think that's a reasonable guess on this guy. I paid $2.39 for it. I feel like I rescued it. It was hiding in the back under some stuff. And I'm like, you know what? We'll give that another life. So I picked that up. Okay, so now are we down to our top two here? All right, yep, I think we're down to our top two. Okay, I'm going to save what I think is the absolute best for last, although it may be in my thumbnail. I haven't done my thumbnail yet. We'll see. So check this out. This is my second best. I found another fused glass artist, but the piece was actually made in China. So this is really, really interesting. And I don't know a ton about it, but the artist is William McGrath. It's signed in this corner. Let's see. Can we do this? If I put it against my clothing, we can see it. William McGrath. It says W.M. McGrath. And this is fused glass. The same technique that we've been talking about with Kim Folio and with Peggy Carr and with Seidenstricker and these other East Coast artists. So I don't know if William McGrath is an artist that learned in that school. I am not sure how they are made in China, but they are made in China. It's confusing. I don't have all the info yet. They do sell well. They don't sell super high, but this exact one, there were 3 that I found on WorthPoint that sold. Oh, actually, I forgot a piece. Okay, so there's 3 that sold $15.50, $19, and $27. So if you average them, you can get somewhere around 18 maybe. I paid $3.99 for it, and I do think 18 is a reasonable amount for this piece. It's really nice. Okay, and there are 3 that fairly recently sold. So there's a sticker on the back. I should probably show you guys that. You may not be able to see it. I will read what it says. It says Fusion Art Glass, and it has the item number 56045. And it says Incognito TM. So INKOGNETO trademark, handmade in China. But yet it's signed William McGrath. So there's more investigating to be done. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to figure out a lot more because I did a bunch of research. That was the best I could find. But anyway, there's that. I did forget one piece. I'm going to still save my best piece. So we have an extra one here, also found at that same place at Unique. This is a piece of pottery. It is signed Robin, okay? And it is a sushi plate or some sort of a serving tray dish. You could put cheese and crackers on it. You could use it basically for whatever. So interesting piece. The artist is local-ish, about 2 hours away from me. So the artist is Robin Cage. Like I said, it says Robin. She's based in Richmond, Virginia. She still has a working studio. She has been doing pottery for 40 plus years. So I'm going to try to reach out to Robin this week. I'm not sure I'll hear back, but we'll see if we can get an interview with her. If not, maybe I'll just go down and talk to her in person this summer. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, Robin, really cool piece. She's got a lot of different techniques. And one of the most interesting things right now is she's exploring some other things. So her website says, making high-fired pottery has been her calling for over 40 years, functional stoneware pottery in subtle tones and designs. And then on the page that talks about her work, she has an artist statement that says, my work is in transition right now. I'm having a great time working in porcelain. I'm doing more carving and working with colored slips. I'm still making stoneware pots also. Here's a sampling of what I'm up to. And she posted, so this is Robin. I'm going to zoom in. That's Robin. And this is some of her current work and some of the different things she's experimenting with. It's always fun to watch an artist grow and you know, see what they're into, but then like the next thing they get into, because you get bored doing the same thing over and over a lot of times, especially if you're creative. And so you're kind of exploring, what happens if I do this? What happens if I do that, right? And it's really fun to see the evolution of her work. So I don't know how old this piece is, and that would be a question I would want to ask. I did see some similar plates online that are like round, like different shapes, but in the same glaze pattern. I'm also not sure, I don't know if you guys can see this. There's some black, like a swirly thing here. I don't know if there were like two different blacks that were used for the glaze. I think that is what's going on there, but many questions. Hopefully we'll figure it out. All right, and then my favorite piece. You may not be too excited, but I was so excited to just see this sitting on the shelf. Ready? Here we go. Big reveal. Look at this. Now this is all beads, all hand beaded. Okay, so this is a rattan basket, basically with a lid. Everything is just in fantastic condition. This one on the lid, you can see that there's a little, like they may have glued some beads in at the very top here. It's not, like there's a spot there where it just looks like maybe the thread might have broken and they had to glue a couple beads in, like right there. But it's, I mean, there's no beads missing. It's amazing. So the way they make this, they make the pot, right? At least what I think. They start here and they just start going out and start, you know, creating this amazing piece around the vessel. So the sales on these are also a little bit all over the place. It's gorgeous. I did pay a little bit more for it because it's so gorgeous. I paid $8.79, which is not crazy for this. So it's made in Bali, Indonesia, and it is a beaded lidded rattan basket with the lid. So one sold like this without the lid for like 30 something. With the lids, they are selling average around 60. I'm going to read the numbers here. 45, 49, 105, 45, 55, 69. So I think I will list this on eBay around 59 to start and see what happens. But just stunning, stunning work. So it's just so exciting, right? It's glass beads and it's handmade. And just imagine, like, look at the amount of work that went into this. So this has got like white and it's also got cream color. So there's like a slight differentiation. It's not dirty, There's the white beads here, and then the cream again here. And I think the colors are like black or teal and green. And again, just ignore the noises. That was my fireplace. Like when the wind comes down the fireplace, it bangs sometimes. Anyway, if you heard that, you might not have heard it. It was a loud bang in the back. This. So that was just so exciting to me. Like I went in and it was just like, I found this first, and then I found the William McGrath glass, and then I found the other glass, and then I found the powder. And it was just like, it felt like everywhere I turned, there was another like, you know, and the place was mobbed. Like there were so many people, and yet I still got a cart full of the most beautiful pieces. So I thought that was just an amazing little trip. So my total for the week, I spent $65.17. Oh, I forgot to write down the total. I forgot to write down the total on this piece of paper. It was 300 and something. Like the value ended up being around 2.5. No, that's not right. That was for the other thing. 3.5 times. I think it was 3.5 times to 4 times. I'm not really sure. Let me think for a minute. If it was, no, it was more than that. It was 365 and 65, 300 and change. Yeah, about 4 times. And I apologize. I did it on the computer and I printed this piece out before I wrote it down, and I meant to write it down, and y'all know me, I get distracted. Anywho, amazing week. Thanks for sticking with me. Please like, please subscribe, yada yada. I don't know what's coming up next. I mean, obviously we'll be doing haul videos every week. I am reaching out to different artists. I had a chat with one artist who basically said that she wouldn't be comfortable being interviewed, so I don't want to call her out here. But I'm a little concerned that I may be hearing that from a few people, because a lot of artists are more comfortable just creating and maybe not being interviewed. So we gotta figure that bit out. Fingers crossed, we'll have some more artist interviews coming soon, and obviously more great hauls, and I'm going to be listing more on eBay, so watch my eBay store. Knickknacks, I know I will be doing a show in March and in April, and possibly more than, well, probably more than one. And then, you know, probably 2 shows a month, maybe 3. If we do Fast Friday freight trains, I'll try to hop on as many of those as I can where I have things that fit the criteria. Anyway, I'm going way long. Have a great week, everybody. I will see you next week. Bye.